What's up, creator? Welcome on Go Conquer, the channel where we help you guys, you creators, make phenomenal content to get epic results for your brand and your business. So make my pleasure, if you're new right here, go check the channel, subscribe and leave a like, because we're gonna learn a lot of stuff and we're gonna create a lot of stuff together. So make my pleasure, do so, and we go for the content right now. This video is made in the context of the Gary Vee channel, where you have to create, as a creator, 64 pieces of content a day. But it can seem overwhelmed when you don't know exactly the strategy and principle that we're gonna talk about in this video. So make my pleasure, you grab the pen and paper, because we're gonna learn a lot of stuff today. We're gonna go for 4 principles and 8 strategies that you will be able to use to create more content, keep the quality up, and get your brand to another level. So make my pleasure, grab pen and paper, because it's gonna be awesome. The first principle is done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. I put it 2 times to make sure that you get the point done. Why that is important to prioritize this thing? Well, a lot of people are what we call perfectionism. I was one of those people, so I don't criticize, don't worry about that. But what I can tell you that I always wanted to create a perfect piece of content. And so what happened? Well, I got some talent in music, never published anything, and now I have some regrets. So make my pleasure, keep that in a part of your mind. You don't need to be perfect at the beginning. We're here to improve, we're creators. After a moment you'll see, like, in 10 years you'll say, man, did I create that? That's not a problem for today. Nobody will judge you for that. And if they judge you, who cares? Make my pleasure. Just publish the thing, you'll be able to improve in the future. Keep that in mind. Remember, done is better than perfect. The second principle gonna be, you need a simple system, then you'll be able to improve it. But what do I mean about that? First thing that you understood, you need a system. You need something where you have step 1, step 2, step 3, the result that I want. To make sure that you don't think, you don't procrastinate, you're not like, okay, maybe today I'm gonna create something like that, Make sure that you got a system. But the next point that we saw together, you need it to be simple to be able to improve on it. What do I mean about that? Well, every new year, I'm pretty sure that you can relate to that, I can relate to that. When I say I'm gonna make 2,000 push-ups a day, and never happen. I need to build myself up, I need to make sure that my system, my step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, I go on the gym on the Monday, and maybe on the Wednesday. You get the point, man. You need to build a simple system, and then you improve. Then you say, okay, then I'm gonna go maybe to the gym Saturday. But start with a simple system. Step 1, step 2, step 3, my good result. We're gonna be produce template to make sure that you can accomplish exactly what you want with less time. For myself, I got template everywhere. I got template on Canva, I got template for my editorial, video, I got template for everything. You need template to make sure that you can just fill some pace, some space to keep some time. So make my pleasure. Next time you think about doing something, or you want to do something on a daily basis or weekly basis, template it. I don't know if the word exists, but you get the point, man. Make sure to get a template. To just follow something, you get the result. You don't waste your time by thinking, yeah, it will be better to do so. No, you just produce a thing, you get the result, and we keep going. The next point is create a recurrent series or show to produce a template. Yes, you need a show, a series. You need to do something that you do on a recurrent basis to make sure that you can produce in advance. Maybe you want to share your tips of the day. You produce 20 tips of the day and you share one every day. That's crazy how much you can be productive and create those 64 pieces of content if you know exactly what you want to do and what is the system that you got in place. So make my pleasure. Think about a show, a series that you could do. I got for myself the epic advice or the epic challenge of the day. I got the useful insight of the day. I got the question of the day. Do something like that. Might be picture, might be audio, might be a little story or something like that. But do something on a recurrent basis, a series or show that people will expect, where you're gonna be able to produce before it's go show, and it's gonna be amazing. So make my pleasure, do so, and we keep going for the next point. Now we go for the strategy, the thing that you're gonna be able to use to skyrocket your brand and business. So make my pleasure, be ready to take action, because you're gonna create a lot of stuff together. So first point, gonna be make your show series around what's interesting to you and what you're learning about already. Why that so? Well, if you want to make a series or a show, You got to be interested in the thing. Because if that's not the case, after a moment you're just gonna procrastinate on that. You're gonna find some excuses to make sure that you don't want to do the thing anymore. So make my pleasure. Be sure that you create a series or a show on something that you're interested in. More than that, is that something that you're already learning about, that you're already in the process of liking the thing? You'll be able to produce as much content as possible because the possibilities are endless for you. Like me, I like content marketing since a long time. Now I'm reading a lot of books. I get such a trip every time I'm sharing some stuff with you. So make my pleasure. You want to create a lot of content? You talk about what you like, you make the show, you make the series, and we keep going for the next strategy. This one we already talked a little about, but as I told you, I will never let you go if you don't take any action. So make my pleasure, be ready, because today we're gonna make sure to create a template to make you save a lot of hours on simple piece of content. I told you so. You will never go anywhere if you don't take action. So make my pleasure. What would you be able to transform into a template? Maybe you create a video on a daily basis, a weekly basis. What would be cool is to make the intro, content, outro. It's good. You want to create some blog? Okay, intro, content, outro. It's good. CTA, all those things. Make my pleasure. Make sure that you have a system and a template for every piece of content that you produce on the often basis, I will tell you. So make my pleasure. Do so and we go for the next step. You got to repurpose your content through the platform and through the format. If you want to create a 64 piece of content a day that Gary Vee said it would be great to do so, you got to make sure that if you use a quote on Instagram, you post it on Twitter, on all those other platforms. So make my pleasure. Every time you create a piece of content, transform it. If you make a video, cut it out to make little pieces to share all over the world, all over the platform. Same thing if you have the text, same thing if you have an audio. Make my pleasure. Every time you have a piece of content that is really cool, you transform it on all those other formats and on every platform. Do so, you're gonna see you're gonna have a lot of impact for your brand. But you could tell me, but how do I repurpose my content? It seems pretty complicated when you don't know what to do. To tell you the truth, that's a big question. That's not a simple skill. And that's why I will make a greater video about that. But what I can tell you is that you got to find your pillar content. Choose your pillar content. What do I mean about that? Well, pretty simple. Let's take an example. I like video. That's my pillar content. Video is where I feel good, and also that's where I can share a lot of stuff with you guys. Let's imagine this video gonna make me maybe make 12 minutes, I don't know. On these 12 minutes I make a trailer with one piece of the content. I can make a little pieces about, you could choose your pillar content, but you get the point. I can cut it out on my video to make a little video that I can share on all the platforms. More than that, all the advice that I give you, all the insight that I give you, I can put them in a picture for one of my series, one of my shows, to share it with the world. You get the point. Video is my pillar content. What's yours? Maybe you like to write like blog posts. All the blog posts, you make a little picture about that, you make the slide share, you make something powerful that you can share with the world. That's easier than that, but you got to find your pillar content. So make my pleasure, you got the pen and paper, what's your pillar content? Now that you get your pillar content, now that you know that you got your repurpose, will you spend 3 hours a day trying to repurpose everything, to post everything on every platform? And that's where this skill, the thing that I'm gonna tell you, is worth gold, because without that you will spend all your life trying to send something and something. No, right here you got the piece of gold that I just found today and applied today, and it's goddamn amazing. So make my pleasure, be ready to be amazed. So the thing that we got to do is to automatize your posting. And what's better than EFTTT? Just put that on Google, you'll be good, no worry about that. So I'm gonna show you a little how it does work. You got all the platform right here. Every platform, when they repurpose, when they throw my piece of content on those platforms, is one content, is one post. That's what's amazing. Let's imagine I put something on Instagram. Where is Instagram? I put something on Instagram. I put some series where every time I do something for Instagram, all those things gonna connect and put something else on one of my other social media. Really amazing. Let's take one example. Share on Instagram your video as a native Twitter video. So I don't got to spend all my life on social media reposting stuff. It's already done, and that's goddamn amazing, man. That's goddamn amazing. You can create so much content, keep your time, keep your energy and your focus into creating better content, improving yourself. That's not like, the number 64 piece of content a day could be overwhelming when you think about this. And when you got that, it's already done. I produce 5 pictures a day. I just do that like, there is a 7 platform or 8 platform that's 40 piece of content right now. So do the same, make my pleasure. You do that, you try it, you're gonna see it's gonna be amazing. Guys, before we keep going, I need to tell you something. I want to share with you guys, I want to comment, I want to talk with you, man. I'm just talking to a camera for the moment. So let's talk. Let's talk with each other. Put something in the comment with the thing that inspired you to take action in this video. What's the thing that you like the most so far? Make my pleasure, man. It will take you 20 seconds and I'll feel so good about this, and so we will improve together. So yeah, think about this, think about the comment, the subscribe, the like, you get the point, and let's go for the last one. So, you got, if you want to make a lot of content, make collaboration to multiply your content. And more than multiplying your content, you need to multiply your talent, because the person where you're gonna make the collaboration maybe knows something that you don't. Maybe you know how to make podcasts, you know how to stream on the line and you don't know. It will cut all the pieces of content and you will share with each other. That's a great opportunity to make some networking, improving your content and get something going. So make my pleasure. If you know somebody where you could do something, hey yeah, let's chat a little, I would like to make a collaboration, it would be great. Think about this. If you want to make a collaboration with me, I'm all for it, man. Just put that in a comment, remember, so we can do something together. If you're a creator, man, I would like to do so. So yeah, you got the point. I think just after that, we're gonna go for the recap, because that's really important. I want you guys to take action, because at the end of the day, 56 technique is not worth one applied. You need to find the technique that speaks the most to you, that you'll be able to apply and get the result that you want. So which is the technique that speaks the most to you, that you'll be able to apply in your daily life and get the result that you want. Make my pleasure, you found the one, and we're gonna go for the recap, so you got the time to find it, put it on paper and get the thing going. Done is better than perfect, and done is better than perfect, because 2 times is better than perfect. I don't know, man. Okay, next one. You need a simple system, then improve on it. Remember, the 2000 push-up a day will never work for nobody. Next thing. Produce template to make sure that you can accomplish exactly the thing that you want with less time. What do you do on a weekly, daily basis that you will be able to template so you don't waste any time on it? Next thing, create a recurrent series or show to produce template. Okay, those two go together, but remember, do something on a recurrent basis that people will wait and want to share and talk about. Next thing, we go for the strategy, brother. Okay. Make your show and series around something that you're interested in or that you're learning about already, because the content will come to you. That's really the main thing. If you're learning the thing and you're interested in it, the content will come to you. The question will just be obvious, and that's what you want. You want to have the least resistance possible to not procrastinate and get the thing going. So next thing. Create template to make sure that you don't spend hours on a simple piece of content. Because I told you guys, I will never let you go if you don't take any action. So make my pleasure, you take action so we can keep going. Okay, let's keep going. Repurpose your content through the platform and content and format. But the next point is more important than that. Choose the pillar content. Choose your pillar content, which is the piece of content that talks to you the most. Maybe that's video, maybe that's writing, audio, but more than that, you got to cut it on little pieces, or maybe reuse some of the sentence that you get in a point into another format, so you can touch more people. I remember something about Gary Vee. He said, you want too much resistance, too much friction with the consumer. If the consumer is on Pinterest, Gary Vee will give it on Pinterest. He will not say, okay, let's get back to LinkedIn. No, he will limit the friction. God damn it, sometimes I'm French, but you get the point, man. Make sure that you repurpose on all those platforms. And the last thing, the next thing gonna be really important, that's automatize your posting. Remember, EFTTT. Great. Automatize all your posting so you don't think about this. You keep your time to improving your content. You help a lot of people. So make my pleasure do so. And the last piece is make collaboration to multiply your talent and content. Just send a message if you're a creator, you would like to talk about how to make great content. I'll be happy to do so. So do that right now and we'll see for the little recap. So there you have it. You got all the information possible to get the 64 Gary Vee challenge going. So make my pleasure now. Take action. I'm really serious about that, guys, because I know how it's hard to believe in your future, to believe in your project where you don't know where you are today. You know, I already failed so much time, and I understand you 100%, guys. That's why I want you to find the technique that speaks the most to you. There is one of the techniques that speaks the most to you. The 20% of the effort that you will have to invest in this technique will bring you 80% of the result. So make my pleasure, guys. Take action. That's just the only thing that I want for you guys. I just want you to take action, create great content, let's create something together and accomplish a lot of stuff. So make my pleasure. Choose one technique for the moment, maybe you'll want to go for the next thing, but remember, keep it simple, don't overthink it, like, you'll be able to improve on the way. Do that right now, subscribe, leave a like, leave the little comment that will make me really happy, and we'll see each other for the next video, because you will Go Conquer, the channel where we'll help you creators create phenomenal content to skyrocket your brand and business. So make my pleasure, subscribe so we can see each other soon.